Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it's time for my client Jordan's vlog, and we are kind of going to finish this split up. We're having to adjust his split because he is really kind of struggling to make it fit with what he needs in his life and his schedule at the moment. So we may be this coming week going from this type of body part split to basically a 4-day upper lower, which seems to really kind of meet what he needs a little bit. So this got a little bit out of order. I'm just going to leave him. I'm going to leave the squat in here. We had an abbreviated leg day because his legs are starting to get overtrained. So he did one really solid set of squats and we called it a day. But the pull day, we started with the deficit deadlift, 400 or 4. He did kind of feel that bar. He's like, I could have got 6, but that bar was really a problem for me. Again, he needed a better bar that day. It's the one he grabbed, I guess, where he was at. Again, we totally accept that. Because it looked clean. He just, I think it felt a little wobbly in his grip. All right, pull-ups. These are pretty good. We got good reps here with the 25. The problem is these are starting to beat him up. He's starting to get a little elbow pain. We're starting to get some issues with it, some overuse. So this coming rotation, we're probably going to switch over to lat pull downs for just a little while. And that does sometimes happen. I'm a massive fan of pull-ups, but I will be the first to admit pull-up overuse can become a very, very real thing. I ran into that at one time myself. It's the reason I really limit the volumes. Yeah, sorry guys, there's a bird chirping outside my window. I'm just going to let him chirp. You know, he's happy out there. He's enjoying the pretty weather. Yeah, just going to let him go. But you're going to hear him in the background most likely because he's pretty dang loud, but he sounds happy. All right, barbell rows, we PR'd here, I believe. So again, pretty happy with how these have gone. But again, overall, he is like, man, my back is just kind of, my back work's kind of beating me up a little bit. Leg work, of course, his pressing strength is just flying, which we'll get to in a minute. That was his best day this week. Everything just PR'd across the board. And it's funny how that works when it comes to different stuff and overuse. But again, we know his chest is kind of one of his weaker links, and it's something we're trying to push really hard. We're trying to work on. So again, barbell curls, these went well. So again, I have him start after doing, normally we do pull-ups, we do rows, and we go to 2 types of curls. Arms are not really a weak link for him because he's got big triceps, but it is mostly tricep that gives his arms that look, which you guys can kind of see from the front. It's from that side view, his arms just tend to look so big, and it's those triceps. So never a bad thing to add a little more bicep. But again, I've kept his bicep work very, very simple here. It's pretty much exercises I like to do, which is a barbell curl followed by an incline curl, right? I'm a big fan of these 2 exercises. I think they work great together, although I do really like preacher curls as well. It's an issue of what can we fit into each person's routine. But in his case, we don't really need more than a couple bicep exercises. Again, he doesn't have an arm weakness. We really want to work on stuff like upper chest. We need a little more lat. We need posterior chain, all that stuff. All right, bench day went pretty dang good. This was easily his best day this week. It's the only area he's been super happy with the last couple of weeks, because again, this is coming up. So we got 245 for a nice clean 6 reps here. All right, all paused, all pretty, all controlled. All of that is real good. We're real happy with it. All right, same thing happened when we get over to the incline. We got 190. He got 9 reps. This is a PR. Again, nice, smooth, pretty controlled. Again, what we do for him, everything we try to use good form. He is actually really good at using good form. He's a very strict lifter. It comes with, many, many years of experience, obviously, because he's done both bodybuilding successfully and powerlifting meets in the past. So again, we're talking about a lifelong athlete, even, played sports when younger, and then branched over into the iron game a lot more as he continued to get older. So again, when I've had people bring up, they're like, oh, he seems pretty big, at 188 pounds, and he brings up that he's a lifetime natty. You guys also have to understand his length of time training. Okay, he is not just a guy who's been working out 3 or 4 years. We're talking about past that decade mark. Again, lifelong athlete. Who has competed in multiple sports and competed in natural bodybuilding, competed in drug-tested powerlifting, all these things. All right, incline dumbbells. He ended up getting really, really high reps here. Kind of in, I think he got like 14 reps. So yeah, that's kind of one of those exercises like, we should probably go ahead and increase the increase the weight here a little bit, because again, he's just kind of blasting through that. So again, the chest strength has been coming along great. And then of course I have him do just some tricep press downs, which again, good overall exercise. I like cables for triceps. This is one of the movements I really do like cables for. I think the tricep press down is a fantastic exercise for just all around tricep development, plus really hitting that long head. And again, he likes them, I like them, so everyone wins. So although we may be switching the attachments over a little bit this coming week. All right, then we kind of finished the week up with a shoulder day. All right, we finished the week with a shoulder day. So we're doing a seated overhead press. Yes, I'm aware it's almost an incline due to the angle, but that's kind of the high angle on his bench. But we like it, we're happy with it, and it works the upper chest, okay? Keeping in mind, we do want to keep working that upper chest with him. That is an area that we want to hammer, and this tends to work really well for that. We'll carry over to his incline. And of course, keeping in mind, we're doing other delt exercises. We have a fair amount of delt volume here, so we're not that worried that this borderline resembles an incline, because he's strong at it, it's comfortable, we like it, and it works a weak area. And then after that, of course, we do upright rows. And I think he pretty much PR'd on these this week. So we do a nice wide grip upright row, right? Make sure we're hitting the entire delt, a little bit of more emphasis on that lateral head. So again, slow, controlled. He tends to, again, Jordan uses good form, right? One of the really, really good form lifters that I have. And as far as the upright rows go, a lot of people are like, how high should we take them? Notice he says he gets close to failure, they're getting lower. And that's okay. Because honestly, it's really taking those too high is what causes problems for a lot of people. All right, then we do some dumbbell lateral raises. Again, arguably about the best side delt exercise that we can do. Again, he's got good range of motion with his shoulders. So again, he tends to go pretty high on these. Just keeping in mind, though, the higher you go, it can become more front delt, anterior delt dominant as you get higher. So we did that, and then we finished up with some rear delt raises, which you guys will see he does them bent over on a bench, sitting down, does them bent over. Again, just to finish off the rear delt, because we felt like, a little bit of his work this week we weren't happy with, so we wanted to just make sure that shoulder day he kind of killed it. So it's what we finished up with for the week. We're going to go to, it looks like an upper-lower split this coming week, so you guys stay tuned for that. So I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.